dispute based out of territory between China and India over the extent that Xinjiang in India-administered Kashmir. This was the Sino-Indian War. There was also a previous precedent of conflict between the nations regarding the Dalai Lama being granted asylum in India. Following this, India also tried to establish a military presence at the border. Due to overlapping claims and failure to reach an agreement between 1959 and 1962, you had a massive military buildup, and for a backdrop, you had the scenic Himalayan mountain. And what's interesting about this war, though, is that there's not air support or navy, it's just a flat-out ground war. The Chinese initiated actual aggression at a convenient time. And this also happened to be the Cuban Missile Crisis, when the US and the USSR were busy trying not to nuke each other, while also holding the position they wanted. The entire war took place in treacherous high altitudes. This 2,000-mile border was intended to be decided by this war, or at least what China wanted out of it. China wanted to establish their territorial integrity all the way up into the line of actual control, which is what they called what they wanted. And this is under Maoist China. It only ended after China successfully expanded into the region, establishing military dominance and then retreating to this aforementioned line following the war. And they did expand the border that they wanted for the Xinjiang region, which had been taken over by the Communist Party after a brief independent stint in 1949. China initiated its offensive by pushing the area surrounding the McMahon Line, the Indian state of Arunachal Pradesh, which is part of India and claimed by China as South Tibet, and then it also subsequently moved through the Ladakh Pass, which put India at an enormous disadvantage right off the bat, because this is all in rapid succession. In numbers, the Communist Party's personal army, or PLA, cool acronym, had 18,000 troops to India's approximate 11,000. India also had a significantly larger amount of troops killed, between 3 to 5 times as much as China's losses. Important features include taking over the Rizangla Pass, as well as capturing then holding Taiwan hostage. China, having achieved a military victory, then retreated to the border they actually had wanted. And this is all following an official ceasefire that China kind of pushed on India. And this is relevant today because tension between India, Pakistan, and sometimes China is highly relevant in the current political climate and turmoil in the Kashmir region.